Hello, everyone. My name's Kyle, and welcome to my beginning of my journey of getting clean, getting right, and basically cleaning myself of all the toxicities that have been going on through my life and, reinventing myself. To begin with starters, I'm going to have immediate dentures, getting surgery to remove all my teeth due to a lot of them rotting away and having infections in some portions of my gums, especially like you can see like on the side over here, you can see like how bad they have disintegrated after a long time of not taking care of them. I'm not one of I can easily say this. I never really cared about my teeth at the beginning of the time. Haven't been to the dentist for 6 years, and I really never was the one to take care of them. I honestly really got to that point of time to where I just said screw it and just gave up on my teeth, which is something that I regret to this day now. I really do regret how bad I really poisoned my body nowadays. I For the longest time I didn't. I would not lie. The longest time I did not. I really just let my teeth go, gave up on it, and just let them rot as it goes throughout because I just never found any reason to take care of them for the longest time. Growing up, I never liked brushing my teeth. I hated the taste of mint in my mouth, and it really pushed me away from brushing my teeth. And pushing my way from brushing my teeth really did do a lot of harm, and I never really looked up anything that could be bad about not brushing your teeth. So for the longest time, I was thinking they could just rot away, and then by the time like I'm 40 or something, I could probably get dentures after that time, remove any of the rest of the bad ones. But I never really read about like the negative health that actually produces from not taking care of your teeth. Definitely should listen to your dentist and definitely should take care of your teeth every day. Is something that I do recommend, because you never know how bad it can get. And I've gone to where it got so bad to where I had a tooth infection that would make my whole left side of my head, and this happened just 2 weeks ago, I had my whole left side of my face completely pain, a lot of pain going on. It affected to where my jawline. It even hurts right now to swallow things. It got all the way down to all the way to my head, even to my brain stimulation, to where I thought I had COVID one night, to where I had cold shivers. I had fever. My whole body was heating up. I had night sweats, and I'm thinking I had COVID at the same time. And I went to CVS, and I was just like, hey, I believe I do have COVID. I came for like a rapid COVID test, and they gone ahead and did that for me. It came out negative. They want to do a flu test as well. Came out with that negative, and then after that, I told them about like how I was in a lot of pain over here, where I thought it was like a wisdom tooth infection, and they looked and they're like, "We're gonna need to give you some antibiotics for that." So they prescribed me for antibiotics and some regular pain meds, and I was able to take those. I'm feeling a lot better now than I did at that time. But that's why I can really talk right now, is because all that pain is finally going away because of the antibiotics that's helped me throughout the infection. And I recently I went to the dentist, and I'm thinking like I can probably get them all fixed. Maybe I can like start my whole regimen of like going years and years about taking care of my teeth, calming down, drinking sodas and all that stuff. Maybe get that right. When I went to my dentist to do a full exam, they looked at every single part of my face, and they were like looking at my teeth, and they were like, most of these stuff do have to be removed. So they gave me three options. Two of them were dentures. Um, but the main one was dentures for that time because of how bad they were rotting. And honestly, if I went to fixing them all up, it would raise up to 50 grand. And at that stage of time, that would be years on years with full payments that you would have to do on that, which would be a terrible outcome for it, because even after that all that time, it might not be fully healed. You might not. It might be even be a waste if I actually just like fornicate and gave up on doing that again. So I agreed with them about getting dentures, and we agreed to do immediate dentures, getting all my teeth pulled out, and you know, I I was always like wanting dentures for the longest time, but when that realization hit, I started overthinking everything, like how nervous I was. I was like, wow, this is gonna be a huge change. like having all my teeth that I have right now gone and having dentures to put into them. And I never liked my smile for the longest time. Even before I wasn't really taking care of them, I never cared for my smile. Like it's something that I felt like an insecurity to me. I grew up with that as an insecurity, and it really drove me over the edge to really think about taking care of them or anything. So I just never did. And this time I actually didn't have a choice, because if I just let them untamed, that infection would just get worse and worse and go through my bloodstream and just basically end up in death. Like that's something that nobody really looks up, especially when they stop taking care of them, is that this can actually be life threatening, not taking care of your teeth. And I never thought about that for the longest of time. And I regret it to this day. I really do regret it. Like I never realized the outcome. Once I realized it, it was far too gone. And that's the worst part. It was far too gone for that. So, along with having to get immediate dentures, and right now we're planning on doing that at the end of this month, right in March. Um, I went to my consult, and they were also telling me about if I was a smoker. Yes, I do smoke. I do smoke half a pack a day, and she said that it's best to quit that while you can, because if I because if you start smoking when you're recovering, it actually slows down your recovering. It can like affect, like, it can actually help with, it can make you bleed more. It can really make the healing process a lot worse. And already the healing process is already going to take about up to 4 months with that. Not to mention I'm also getting implants, so that way I can have like permanent dentures. But that would be at the time of month 8, so that would be 8 months of recovery, and you would have to quit smoking throughout all those 8 months already to be fully healed. Now, if I go without cigarettes for 8 months, why would I ever go back on it? Like at that point of time, if I go back on smoking cigarettes, that's not helping any kind of like health problems I might have in the future. It would just make everything a lot worse. So at that point, that's why I'm more pushing to quitting cigarettes now more than anything. And I tried quitting one time, and this was back 3 years ago. I've been a heavy smoker for 6 years. So 3 years ago, I tried quitting, and 3 months went by. It was the worst time of my life. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. I thought I was prepared. I thought I had everything going for me, and I had a bad kidney stone. And this bad kidney stone lasted a whole month. It was very bad. I was very dehydrated. I did drink a lot of alcohol during that time and never much water or anything. I really didn't like drinking water. And my kidney stone got to where it was like a zero point 0.5 centimeter. Now, if it was a zero point 0.6, you would actually have to go get that surgically removed. But luckily, it was a zero point 0.5 to where I was able to urinate that out and keep on going with my own healing process. And sadly enough, the pain was too much. I had to go back on smoking cigarettes because I just couldn't think straight. I was trying to work. I honestly I kept losing focus on my job, and it was the worst thing imaginable. So I'm taking another step here where I'm actually going to get the real kind of help. Get like nicotine patches. I can't get the nicotine gum because right now I can't chew worth of anything because the pain is still residing so much that if that chewing is near impossible for me. I've been eating a lot of soft foods like applesauce and pudding and yogurt and all that stuff already. So at that point, I gotta quit cigarettes, and I'm also gotta quit sodas because sodas are very like carbonated with going through your teeth, like kind of rotting them up when you're trying, especially with the healing process. It would make it a lot worse, especially since I'm getting a bone grafting. Now, bone grafting is where they're actually going to put some of my bones on the top and the bottom of my gums, so that way it can actually help the bone structure, because your bone structure will increasingly shrink in due time because your teeth are the ones that are mainly keeping your bones intact. Now, without the teeth, your gums will start like going down. Your bone marrow will start going down to where it starts shrinking. And especially at the age of I'm 25, needing dentures, it's already bad enough with all that stuff, and it's just going to keep on shrinking for a good long while. But the bone grafting is going to help it stay in place a bit to where it will like hopefully stay long enough. So I already have to quit sodas. I have to quit cigarettes. I'm getting my whole new dentures, and already with that is going to be a recovery process for me. And I'm going to try to give as much wisdom on my path as I've been watching other YouTubers put on their path of recovering from all this. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough journey. And I thought it might be best if I could record it throughout that time. Quitting all this stuff. I also quitting drinking. I also forgot to mention. Also, I used to drink 6 beers a day normally and make it like kind of like a joke after a while. And next thing I know, like I couldn't have a night off without drinking. And once this tooth infection started really getting to me, I couldn't drink. Like it started like knocking out any kind of drink that I could do. I was already kind of back to 3 beers a day. Now I can't drink. And with quitting drinking on top of that, luckily I wasn't having that much withdrawal, so that's a good thing for me right there. Is I'm not having any withdrawals without drinking. I always think about having a drink, but it has been to where it's been pushing my leg or pushing my luck without alcohol. So I'm happy about that being the case to where I can actually focus on not quitting drinking and focus on quitting drinking and be done with that, as I will not be drinking throughout this whole healing process, because the drinking would be, ooh, sorry about that, would be very bad because it is carbonated and it is acidic, and it would actually hurt the bone grafting, would hurt the stitches from the surgery. It's going to be a lot of stuff that would go wrong with drinking. So I have to quit smoking, quit drinking, and quit drinking sodas. And I personally was not ready for all that. I really am still nervous to this day, and it's actually pretty normal to be nervous about this. It's a huge life change. It's a very much a huge life change for me and my family and my friends. My family and my friends are probably my biggest support right now going through all this. And it's something that, you're not generally ready for. I don't think anybody could ever be ready for this, be truly excited about like going through a procedure like this, because it has a lot of life changes. Like you live with these teeth all your life. Next thing you know, they're rotting away and gone. And if you still have your teeth, and especially if you're young and you're thinking like, oh, I don't need to brush my teeth. Oh, I can go a day or two. Definitely brush your teeth. Stop drinking so much soda. It actually does a lot of damage. My teeth are an example. Here, I'll show you again. This is all the acidic pain that has came from drinking sodas, drinking alcohol, smoking, all this stuff. All that stuff is why my teeth got this bad. And I'm not gonna say that I know everything, because I definitely didn't. I messed my own body up. It's my fault, and I feel very bad about it. And it's causing pain not just to me but to my family and friends, and it hurts me. And especially going through a lot of anxiety, depression in my life, it's not really something I'm very prideful of. And it does hurt, and I just want to make something different. I want to go throughout this whole journey and be strictly on it. This is what I can do for them right now, is just stay on my journey, stay fixing myself up as much as possible. I'm getting my immediate dentures fitted. So right now they have to actually create your immediate dentures before you can have the surgery. That would usually take like a 2 to 3 weeks. So especially with dealing with a tooth infection, it's gonna be a tough time for me right there. I'm pretty much almost out of antibiotics. We'll see if I do get more. I don't know, but the next video will definitely be the day when I'm getting my surgery. I will be 3 weeks clean of smoking, and that's one I can definitely guarantee. I'm getting help, especially to clean that out, and hopefully I can start smiling again, because I haven't smiled in so long, to where my true smile, I hide that so bad. I never tried to smile as much as I wanted to. So being able to finally get a real smile, finally being able to actually take good care of myself after all this time of never really taking care of myself, it's really gonna be so much life. It's really gonna change my life, and I hope you guys can really join me on this journey. This is where I'm gonna cut the video. I hope next time I see you, I will be, but bound to be prep getting surgery. It's gonna be a long journey, and I hope that maybe this channel might blow up. I could be wrong. I probably will be wrong, but it's a start. It's the start, and honestly, I'm mainly doing these videos for myself. Just watch my progression and be prideful of how far I've gone, my funny lisp that I'm gonna deal with, and we'll see what happens. All right, buddy. All right, y'all. Have a great night.